Civilians in Syria and Iraq are facing water shortages as the region's longest river, the Euphrates, dries up.
Beneath the Euphrates River, a hidden cave has just been unsealed, and what was found inside has shaken the foundations of history, faith, and prophecy. 4 fallen angels, beings of terrifying power, locked away since before recorded time, and now exposed. Scholars are speechless, believers are rattled, and the world is asking one question nobody wants to answer. Is this the sign Scripture warned us about? Because if it is, the countdown to Christ's return isn't a distant prophecy anymore. It's now. The Lost Cave. For thousands of years, the Euphrates River has traced its path through the heart of the Middle East, winding silently through deserts, valleys, and ancient civilizations that once shaped the course of human history. From the days of Babylon to modern Syria and Iraq, its waters have witnessed empires rise in glory and fall into ruin, carrying on as if time itself could not disturb its course. Generations came and went, each treating the Euphrates as a constant, predictable, enduring, almost untouchable in its quiet authority. Yet beneath its surface lay a history no one could fully see, buried under sediment, shifting earth, and the slow passage of centuries. Then, in early 2026, the river began to change. A severe drought swept across the region, pushing temperatures higher and rainfall lower than locals could remember in living memory. As documented in regional climate monitoring reports, rivers across the Middle East have experienced fluctuating water levels in recent years. But what unfolded along parts of the Euphrates was especially dramatic. Near areas like Deir ez-Zor in Syria, the river receded far beyond its usual banks, exposing stretches of riverbed that had remained hidden for centuries. At first, it was just cracked earth and scattered debris. But as the waters withdrew further, something unusual began to emerge, opening carved deep into the exposed ground, partially obscured by collapsed rock and layers of compacted sediment. What looked like a natural formation quickly raised questions among locals who had never seen anything like it in the region. Whispers spread. Then curiosity followed. Small groups of villagers, and later organized teams of explorers and researchers, cautiously approached the site. With limited equipment and growing uncertainty, they descended toward the darkened entrance. The air shifted as they moved inward, cooler, stiller, and unnervingly quiet compared to the harsh desert outside. Their flashlights cut thin paths through the darkness. What they found was not a simple hollow, but a vast underground chamber system stretching deeper than expected. Its walls carved and shaped in ways that suggested ancient activity. Stalactites hung like frozen time. Narrow tunnels branched into larger caverns, some collapsing into sealed sections that hinted at unexplored depths. And then came the silence that followed discovery, the kind that makes even trained explorers hesitate. The deeper they went, the more the atmosphere seemed to change. Not necessarily in a supernatural sense, but in the psychological weight of isolation, scale, and the unknown. Every sound echoed too long. Every shadow seemed to extend just beyond the reach of light. Within hours of the first reports, the discovery began spreading online and among amateur researchers. Those who had read the Bible immediately referenced the text. Revelations 9, verses 14 to 15, which speaks symbolically of beings associated with the Euphrates being restrained until an appointed time. The story immediately captured global attention, not because it's new, but because what was thought to be old was resurfacing centuries later. How could a structure of such scale remain hidden beneath one of the most historically significant rivers on Earth? What ancient civilization might have interacted with it?